Yeah, so locked in episode three, May 17th to June 23rd. Last time I recorded one of these, I only had about two clients. So between the last month, I signed on three more. So at some point, I had five clients total. Um, my client results weren't the best. Now I kind of understand it more. So I'm confident in my ability to deliver. But starting off, my client result wasn't the best. So I churned most of the clients, and some of them I had to get rid of because the payment structure wasn't really the best, and some of the cards kept the client on the ads. But for the most part, I think I am more confident right now in my ability to actually deliver. But I only have one client currently, um, and I have a VA as well too. So I have one employee and I say essentially and a client. Um, my goal for the next 3 weeks. So today is June 23rd. From June, so I already started about this week already, but June 23rd to July the 10th, the next 3 weeks is to get three upfront paying clients at $500 each. So that'll equate to about $1,500 USD. That's 2,000 Canadian. I could put the 1,500 Canadian to ads, and I could put the 570 to launch a line on the monthly payment plan for the year. I talked to the guy today. He had told me it was about $5,000 to $6,000 for the month or for the year. Sorry. My goal is to kind of just get those funds from the three upfront. Like I'm gonna try to. So what I used to do before is I used to do $50 an appointment, 10 appointments guarantee, $500. But I would only get that after the appointment is set up. My goal is to get that up front. Um, and then just go from there. I was able to do this last summer, so I should be able to do it again this year with my sales ability and just knowing the industry a bit more. Um, how do I go? How do I expect to do that? So my goal is $1,500 Canadian. How do I make it unreasonable that it doesn't happen over the next 3 weeks? I'm gonna be doing 500 outreach a day. From the 500 outreaches to be 15 leads. From the 15 leads, it's three appointments. My goal every single day is to get three appointments. It's the most controllable. So I'm going to make this the daily goal 303 appointments a day. One appointment should show up. I should get one close every 3 days, but my like obviously sometimes a compound, sometimes like a micro effect where everything happens at once, and you know it's like not controllable when it happens. But if I do 500 outreach a day, that's about 6,500 outreach total for the next 2 weeks. 2% positive reply rate. It's 195 leads, 39 booked appointments, 19 showed up appointments, and 5.7 closes. So about six jobs, no, six clients essentially, um, which should generate about 2,500 to 33,000 American dollars. My goal is 1,500 Canadian. So obviously there's a discrepancy between those two, but that's just my goal. Um, yeah, as long as I do 500 outreaches. So my main two things that I can control is this and this. I'm gonna make it a goal to hit three appointments, no matter how much volume it takes. Even if it's more than 500, I'm gonna keep going until I hit that goal. Um, yeah, that's just it. So the structure stays the same: progress on last week's results, tasks for the week, lessons for the week, and other important stuff. My goal for the last time I recorded was to appoint two new clients, which I was able to do. Launch client ads and call their leads, I was able to do. Put up job application and host interview for an appointment setter, I was able to do as well. I've had my appointment setter for the last month now. I haven't recorded a video in a while, but yeah, that's all I pretty much I did. My tasks for this week are pretty slim and focused. So one is to hyper focus on the input, so 500 SMS a day and setting up three appointments a day. And record testimonial. So I have a testimonial recorded for one of my clients that I helped out with. He churned because he didn't have enough money for the ads, and the clients are taking a little bit longer to close. But I'm gonna try to record the testimonial and post one IG reel independently because I don't want to run ads in the next 3 weeks. I want to have content already, like for people who click on the ad, they're able to see something from my company. Um, yeah, like a big goal though is running ads in the next 3 weeks. I need to because once I have ads running, I'm pretty much like I'm pretty much good to go, right? I'm home all day, so I could just take appointments all day, and that's pretty much the goal. The lesson that I got the last month is just four of them. So one is pain is constant, so it doesn't mean something is inherently wrong. with what I'm doing. If I decline in business, it's painful. If I grow in business, it's painful. So if I do absolutely nothing in business and maintaining space, it's just as painful. So I shouldn't make like, oh yeah, I don't feel good today, or today feels hard to be like an issue or a reason I don't put in work, because that feeling is going to creep up regardless of what you do. If you're growing, if you're shrinking, if you're the same, it happens regardless. Two is the work always seems greater than it is. The hardest part of doing something is usually right before you start it. So you might procrastinate something for hours or even days, but as soon as you start it, you forget why you made it such a big deal, right? So if it's like an outreach, I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna procrastinate the whole day, and that's gonna be an issue, right? Because by the end of the day, I'm not gonna have enough time to do outreaches, and then it's like it just compounds. But once I start doing it, I'm like, wait, this wasn't even that serious. All I'm pretty much doing is calling positive replies. The people that are already interested. Like it's not that serious, right? Also think about the potential revenue or outcome that one task can return for you. So it's usually more than the pain it might initially cause you. For the most part, it's justifiable. So for outreaches, if I think about the goal, which is $2,500, $3,000, whatever, putting in that work is like it's not even close to the amount of joy I'm going to receive from actually getting the payments and whatnot. So like it's always justifiable at the end of the day. Three is to collect the first appointment deposit on the closing call or some type of payment. You haven't quote unquote signed a client until you have a payment on Stripe. So I mentioned earlier that I closed five clients. The truth is I closed six, but one of them closed, technically closed, but he never paid the deposit. So I in my head I thought he closed, but I never had a deposit or a card on file, and obviously that's not really a closing. And he obviously ghosted me and whatnot. But don't count a close until you have a deposit paid or a card on file of some sort. Um, yeah. And then to make the barrier to entry to do the work as small as possible, instead of having to manually scrape, filter, hit send on all leads day by day, pick a period in the week to do it once and schedule it for the week. So all you have to do is call and qualify the leads that say yes, and just like ads, they come in randomly. Um, so for this, I'm gonna be trying to after each day of doing the outreach, I'm gonna just do scripted leads. Um, at the end of the day. So I already did that for today. So script leads at the end of the day. So tomorrow, all I have to pretty much do is click send on the actual leads that I script already, and then do the same thing. End of the day, script leads, send. End of the day, script leads, send. That's pretty much it. Main goal, once again, is just getting the three upfront payments of $500 for the next 3 weeks. So it should be like one close a week. This week I might not get a close, but next week with the amount of momentum I have going into next week and the third week as well too, it might be like last time where I did the whole thing for 3 weeks. I wasn't able to sign on anybody, and then the third week everything kind of just popped, and then I got three clients on one day. Um, and yeah, like hopefully that kind of happens again. But three upfront clients um, payments in the next 3 weeks, putting that right into ads, and a portion of it into launch online to get coaching. And yeah, that's pretty much the whole progress of the last month. Um, yeah, hyper focus on 500 SMS and setting up the appointments, and then record testimonials and post one IG reel, and that's pretty much it. By the time I record the next one, I pretty much either have had progress in this goal or I pretty much did this goal already. And yeah.